wrote it. Like, we had a problem.
No, you guys misheard me. I said violins.
No, the peace cleric is also out for blood. I think it's a lost cause now.
Violins.
Listen, no one ever said peace was pacifism. Like,
Nope. He's
I've
making the
been kicked
peace.
out of fantasy grounds already.
No,
how? Nothing
No.
happened
Oh,
yet.
great.
it was the
I
violins.
know. I don't understand.
Look, Cox.
You couldn't handle the violins.
Oh,
Alrighty.
That's okay. When the butcher is dead, we can play the world's smallest violin for him.
please do. Please
That's
fucking do
the
it.
only concert he's going to get. Or no, he's
I mean, his
gotten a
final
concert.
Yeah.
I made a song about you, sir. It's called The Bitch.
Yo, bitch, you
Well, she did
gay.
make a song about him. It is
Yeah.
called The Bitch.
Like,
That was part of her tour.
that was
this
actually
summer.
a thing. I'm not making that
Yeah.
up right now.
Oh.
I think my favorite joke from last week was definitely like, oh, he butches like no one's business.
God.
Oh god. Oh.
All right. Get rid of that measurement.
said
'cause
that?
It doesn't
Defector.
matter.
Defector.
Well,
That's the word.
Oh, they defected?
Yeah, they defected. I'm sorry. It hit me.
I mean, that's fair.
Fantasy Grounds is loaded in for me.
Give it
There it
I
goes,
was gonna
okay.
say, give it a second. It has to think really hard.
Oh, okay.
Its life is very hard and difficult as a computer program.
There he is.
I am
Alright.
fully making fun of it right now.
I have much else open RAM-wise. Should I shut off my calculator?
It's competing with the calculator. It's having a hard day.
Like, I could understand if I still had like Photoshop and Hatch open, but
Alright.
I think
Jonas
it's
is now on the
Fantasy
combat
Grounds.
tracker.
Yay!
Yeah.
Jonas
wait,
is hanging
shoot,
out.
that means we have to protect him. Ah!
He's
Oh
hanging
my
out
god, not again.
way the hell down there.
Look, he probably brought his soup cabinet. It's okay.
Gotta protect him from Johnny.
He's fine.
Oddly enough,
look, I'm
his
not
initiative
protecting
fell
him from Johnny.
between the two designated antagonists. Well, actually, no, that's not fair. I'm gonna change the like the enemy flag for Saber now because he's no longer hostile. He's now
So,
neutral.
Yeah.
He's plenty hostile, just not in our direction.
Yeah, he's neutral for the moment. He's freelancing.
Better than before.
He's a neutral muscular man with dark skin and tattoos.
He's the freelancer class. Got that freelancer luck.
Look, that's my current class, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Freelancer doesn't have type advantage over anybody.
Exactly.
The normal type of. I don't know.
Did you just try to Pokemon your way into
I
this?
did, yeah. He'd be water type though. It's pretty
Thanks.
clear.
Aren't we all water type?
Apparently, Aiden is flying type now.
He's
He has a flying move. Iden does
God.
not get
He's
stabbed.
using fly, got it.
He's just using fly.
He's holding
He's
an item
borrowing
that
the
lets
flying.
him levitate. But yeah, so everyone back in hopefully now.
Yep.
All right. So
Back
if any of
in.
you can see the stream, the icons have been updated to reflect the two new servants and their respective masters.
Ooh.
So fun with that.
Yeah.
The age-old question of is opening Twitch going to completely destroy fantasy?
I mean, I can send you a picture of it if you want to see it instead. But
Too late. Twitch has already been opened.
ta-da. Yeah, you got your
Mm.
pictures. Who wants to recap this nonsense? Hint, it's a fight.
Yeah.
I nominate you.
I'm the one that rolled the natural 20.
And just watched it, but you skipped the fight.
Yeah, because I realized I didn't have very much time left before we started, so I'm like, I'll just skip to the last 10 minutes, which skipped all of the fighting. So let's see. At the beginning, I guess I'll recap anyway, even though I rolled the 20. At the beginning of the session,
I mean,
Penelope and Johnny were off looking for the bakery, which was no longer there, but they ran into a dude just kind of hanging out in the middle of the road at night, holding an envelope. Nothing suspicious there. Turned out to be a dude named Rowan Wayfarer.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
who is the botany master, and he made they did a walk and talk meeting, and through some uses of sending, basically facilitated a deal where he would, as soon as the contract was broken with the butcher and Aiden, he'd have his servant attack either the butcher's servant or the butcher himself and help us if we eventually give up 2 command seals to him. Penelope sent that to Annis, who agreed immediately because she was not in a state to think about anything other than, please, let's not all die. But yeah, so that happened, and then this is the part where I started skipping, so now I'm having to actually remember last week. But yeah, so he's now our ally, both him and his muscular, handsome, tattooed servant, who basically convinced Mishka to just take off his shirt and show off his tattoos, and they had like a flex off, I think, while they were
Pretty much.
walking. This might be where I need someone else to
Yeah,
pick up, because
that's
I
fine.
remember Penelope
So like
running up and passing everybody and going to Aiden to talk over the dealio.
yeah.
Pretty
And he was
much.
like, that's good with me. And then was like
And then
throwing some
Enon fired the arrows. They hit the
Yep.
butcher servant, did no damage, and that nullified the contract.
Yep.
And then the botany servant just immediately fish hooked the butcher, which was great, and grappled him. So now that's happening there. The butcher still managed to shoot Aiden at least once.
That was before the grappling.
Butcher.
He had a very horrible first impression that he had to make up on. Just whiffed completely. We also had clairvoyances that both Annis and Aiden got 2 different scenes. Aiden got the views of a war, and then Annis saw a woman on an island, and then there was a war horn that was blown. But yeah, it's like the very short version of it.
Hooray.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then we
I'll fill in
finished
some
a
of
round of
the fight details just to remind you of your current situation.
I
Well,
got
yeah.
shot.
The butcher servant went after Cersei because she could
Oh
see
yeah.
Cersei. She
Yep.
scared everybody with a scream, except for Freddie, Derek, and Cersei, and Enon, obviously. Penelope did calm emotions to fix some of that. Buck threw a fog cloud, so now until she is visible again, no one is frightened of her. Derek is basically protecting Annis in case anyone comes Annis's way. Freddie is throwing keys at the butcher. Cersei is throwing crown of starses at the butcher. Aiden is trying to toast the butcher.
Yeah.
And
Aiden is presently
Team
flying and
Bears,
surrounded by spirits.
yeah. And Team Bears are kind of holding off because they're not sure if they should get involved or not. Team Bears, well, which now includes Diana. She's now like the second, but she's like not boss bear. She's assistant boss bear.
I don't remember.
Vice boss bear.
I don't remember.
Anyway, the point is that's where that is. I think I got everything.
That's most of the
Johnny's
highlights,
on
yeah.
that.
like noteworthy things as mentioned. No one has actually hurt the butcher's servant yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
she is
Cersei took damage.
like Cersei's taken some damage. The butcher is currently literally hooked and tugged into the spirit guardian radius. The butcher has not had a turn since the betrayal. Um, there have been some legendary actions, but no actual turn yet. And because I didn't get this in properly last time, I'm announcing that for anyone watching at home, Jonas is here. I just forgot to put him on the combat tracker. He is currently hanging out way the hell down there near the bottom of the map. Because if you're a space mage, why would you ever get close?
Oh, and then Morgan is there too, but I don't remember what she did, if anything.
Last go round,
Yeah.
Morgan was holding an action for a condition that does not appear to have happened yet.
Okay. That's what I don't remember, because she really
Yeah.
didn't do anything. Got it.
Like she was on, like telling you candidly, she was on standby in case anything happened in proximity to the people that are not engaging in the fight. It's not a surprise that a servant can absolutely tear through a non-servant, and she wants to be ready if that happens. Um, she's also just trying to get a feel for what's going on with these, because from the story that she received before, they outright murdered her, and she doesn't want to just jump into
What?
that.
Facts.
So
Okay, Fantasy Grounds closed on me again. I'm gonna
that's
check
weird.
for updates.
Yeah, that's probably worthwhile because nothing's happened yet. Um, Also, just as a general reminder to the world, this area that I'm showing on the screen right now is an illusion. There is, in fact, a
Oh yeah.
pond under that. So,
And sheep. Wait, no. We determined there weren't sheep there. As funny as that would be.
right. But no, there's
You're
a body
pulling
of
sheep.
water currently obscured by an
Ghost
illusion.
sheep.
So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to advance it to the next round of combat because we made it through one round last time. There's so many people on the list.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as last time.
And there was a
That's,
fair amount of talking happening before we actually started fighting.
yes, we did not actually start fighting until the latter, like, third of the session. And we were doing cutaway for talking parts too. So, um, all right, it's gonna start up with Anon, who is still rocking the highest initiative and is still not quite on the map.
Yeah, he's gonna get closer. Start heading towards like where's the pinger? Like he's gonna try and like come up this way, however many rounds it'll take him,
Okay.
so he can kind of get into that view.
I mean, I'll let you decide how far away he was at the start of this because you had time to position him. Like, is he within knowing his range? Could he get there in that amount of time?
I mean, I feel like he could. Like his goal was, if anything were to happen, like the initial plan didn't work, to get there to
Okay.
get between for Bell. Um, but he's
Then yeah.
gonna get her here, so he kind of pulls her away, and then diagonally across as like the original goal, since she
Right.
didn't see before.
Why did it draw an arrow?
Like, yeah,
Did I create that arrow? Did Fantasy Ground change
Alright,
controls on me
Fantasy
again?
Grounds.
All right. Anon is now moving. All right. There you go.
yeah,
I will zoom out the recording map so people have context. He's way up there. Um, for the sake of math, I will draw a line so that we can know how far away he is. His range
yeah.
is crazy, but this will be relevant for movement and other shenanigans. So let's just go ahead and draw
Can
that
we
line.
have him placed more towards like here, so it's like dead, like center? It makes more sense. Like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna run
Yeah.
right
So just
across. Yeah.
for proximity, I'm going to draw you a line for how far away he is from the middle of the two groups. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the sense of scale. That's 140 feet away. I'm going to leave that line up there because I think that will probably be a helpful visual reminder of distances now that we are dealing with servant combat, which uses bigger numbers. So there you go. So he is moved. He may act if he wishes to, keeping in mind that there's currently a cloud covering the enemy servant.
Yeah. I mean, he'll just pop off on the butcher then if that's the case. I mean,
That is his right.
yeah.
Archer gonna arch.
I will do the thing. I will
He
track
saves,
this.
he arches, he butches.
Oh god, how do I drag this again? Away. I don't hit the first. Let's try that again. Wow.
Ouch.
I'm rolling garbage right now. Can one of these hit? Okay,
That one
there we
hits.
go. All three hit. Yeah,
Yep.
so they all three hit. Whew, whew.
3 arrows fly.
You.
He takes a lot of
Was that
damage.
three? Or next two?
Yeah.
Was that three? Hold on.
Yep. That was 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep,
This is the butcher, right? Not the servant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, this is the butcher.
So yeah, 3 lights fly across the battlefield and plunge into the currently bound and chained butcher, who, as he spits up what you feel like should be blood, but it's kind of a grosser slime substance. It's hard to tell what it is unless you want to get closer and inspect it, but it doesn't quite look like normal blood.
I mean, I do
Ew.
mean like 10 feet away from him. Like,
Do you want to try to get a closer look at the wound?
can I inspect it
I mean,
from here?
you can't do like a full inspection, but if you want to try to look at it, you can do a perception. Like it won't give you as much as like a medicine check or whatever, but you can try. Like you're not that far from him, and you can see.
I would like to try and see. Ugh. Oh,
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
I mean that's fair.
I would like to try.
He's
Well,
honed
that's what-
in, okay? He's got
All right,
one mission.
now this makes sense. Okay, so Iden, um, you see the 3 streaks of light fly across the illusory water and pelt into the butcher, square in the chest, like aiming right for center of mass. The butcher's
Mhm,
currently also got a hook in his back from what tugged him into
mhm,
here, and you have spirits swirling all around the two of you.
mhm.
And he starts to cough out some kind of black, sticky substance. It looks too thick and slimy to be blood.
Mhm.
But with your perception roll, you see right in that spot in the middle where the 3 arrows struck. The arrows fade away because they're
Mhm.
constructs of mana. But right there in his chest, tearing through the shirt and the coat that he's wearing, you see something you did not expect.
Oh god.
You see a large, round eye looking dead at you.
Oh.
His chest. Oof.
Oh.
It
Very
appears the
full metal.
skin that he's had is burning away from the area where the arrows hit and revealing a large eye in the middle of his chest.
Oof.
Mm.
Um,
Mm. Okay.
so before Enon can do anything else, this eye is now present and staring directly ahead. And as a consequence, a few things happen at once.
Oh
First, um, Iden, where you were flying, you drop to the ground. Your wings disappear.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
no.
Your spirit guardians goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Saber disappears.
Cool.
Wait, what?
Saber disappears.
Holy shit.
Everyone across that middle area, Penelope, Johnny, Diana, the Bears, Iden, you feel a sudden absence of
Of
mana
magic.
around you.
I fucking knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is what I was afraid of.
Yup.
This is how we broke through the Camelot wall.
Oh shit!
E-
Fucking tone on the screen.
Everything in that area, you cannot feel mana in the air.
Holy shit!
Everyone who, I guess everyone in this case, probably just being Penelope and Diana, you can feel your armor getting heavier.
Oh fuck!
So that is the thing.
Yeah.
So the the servant is gone. The chain that was attached to the butcher disappears. Iden, you fall 5 feet to the ground. I'm not going to make you roll for damage or anything. I'm assuming that you can manage the
It's
5
less
foot
than
drop.
10, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to make you go prone. Like,
I
you're
got 4
fine.
legs. It's fine. Yeah.
Like, horses are not made to drop 5 feet, to be clear, but you're
Oh,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so you drop down. And yeah,
Fuck, I was
so Anon has moved, Anon has acted. Does Anon have a bonus action or anything that he would like to use?
Uh, that's a good fucking question. Jesus, fuck. I don't really think he has a bonus action. He's gonna hold right there, because I mean, if she comes out and sees, he still wants to pull her over per the original plan, but
Okay.
still kind of. This is the most tactical spot. Yes, I'll pop.
Okay.
Mm.
So at the
His
end
turn.
of Inan's turn, uh, the butcher before his turn is going to use a legendary action. And
Question:
yes,
is Bjorn's telepathy still working?
that is a fair question. Let me check.
Uh, yeah. Oh
Would
shit,
he
I
be
got.
able to, if it is working, would he be able to warn other people about this anti-magic thing?
Let me see.
Because it's.
Sorry to ask on behalf of your
No,
character.
no,
Oh no,
that's
you're
a that's
good.
a fair question.
That's a good
Um,
question. Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, because it's not a spell, but like an ability.
Mm-hmm.
That
it's
is
one of
a
those
good
things that I have to read the
question.
wording of the ability, and
Yeah,
per D&D tradition, it is not magic. I just want to make sure fifth
yeah.
edition is holding to that.
We don't know how the butcher's thing works, but Will does. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's just a connection that's not a spell.
So yeah, here's how we're gonna play this to be consistent. Um, any of his abilities that use the word magic don't work, which applies to blades and a power that you don't have yet. This does not mention
Okay.
magic, so it's fine. The the whispers still work. Um,
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
I know that that's not going to be perfectly consistent, but it's the most consistent thing we can do to at least be able to have actions without stopping and figuring it out every time. So,
Yeah.
so yes, you, like your team speak is still on right now. Um,
God.
so that all said, yeah, uh, from where he's at right now, um, he is going to, as he hawks up that disgusting goop, he's going to say out loud within earshot of Aiden and Bjorn and really most of the people nearby, because things got kind of quiet when this happened. He's just going to say, "Oh well, so much for that one, and for a penny, and for a fuck you." And between the stitches that compose his face and his neck and whatnot, they stretch, and an eye appears on the right side of his neck, looking out in the direction of where Freddy is. And now we're going to roll dice.
I don't like this.
It's part of the fun. All right. Bup, 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 bup. Yeah. Okay. So all along the stitches on his neck and the right part of his face, eyes stick out, and they glare across the
Oh,
field at Freddy, and then beams fly out of those eyes. And now Freddy has to make some saves. Okay, that's a pass for the first one. So
On Freddy.
make sure it applies this correctly. But
Ooh.
okay, so the first beam strikes Freddy, and he screams in sudden pain. And Freddy actually does bleed, as this beam seems to scorch him and cause parts of his skin to rot.
Ooh.
The second one that he's sending out is flying at Freddy, and we are hoping that Freddy does well with this one.
Yep.
Okay, so
Oh.
Freddy did not pass that one.
3 attacks.
This, so this one hits Freddy, and as he's like lurching over in pain, let's see who can see this. Aiden, you can see this the best out of the people present. Actually, no, you can't see in the dark.
Buck. Buck can see.
Buck can see, but
Wait,
Aiden can't see.
why is there dark? I've got my goggles. Wait.
They don't work right now.
Oh,
They sure
So
don't.
you don't have night vision right now. So you can't see
fuck.
what's happening there. You just saw flashes going in Freddy's direction.
Fuck, you're right. God damn
So yeah, none of the
it.
does Bjorn have the ability to see in the dark?
I'm pretty sure he does. Yes, he does.
Okay, then Bjorn can see this. Um, yeah, the second beam that hit Freddy caused him to slow down, and he is starting to gray.
Oh no. Don't fucking tell me you're trying to stone this motherfucker.
And the third beam goes past Freddy and
Oh no.
hits the wall behind him under where Buck is. And the
Oh.
wall under where Buck is flashes out of existence. And Buck falls down next to Freddy and goes prone and takes a small amount of damage. A very small amount of damage. But that any one of you who sees the Flash and is familiar with the violence that Castor used in that last battle knows that that was a disintegration beam. And
Oh.
Ooh.
had that hit Freddy, it might have killed him outright in a way that you can't bring back. But that one went
Ooh.
wide. So could have been worse. So that happened, applying the damage to Buck.
I have another question.
Uh-huh.
So the hallucinatory terrain, is it just gone in the cone, or because part of it got disrupted, did all of it go away?
The cone does not reach it.
Okay, cool.
So far, you're okay. So now it's actually his turn. Um,
Just legendary actions.
all right. So his legendary actions refill at the start of his turn. He is going to sprout wings from his back, and
Oh, this
he's going to
motherfucker.
fly up. And as he flies up, that giant eye in his chest continues to look down at the lot of you. So he's going to move 60 feet up and essentially start planking so that that eye is looking straight down at all of you, which looks very silly, but it is what he is doing. And because he is 60 feet up, he has a 60-foot circle for his eye based on where he is. And his 60-foot eye is going to be centered right here because he is okay with leaving Freddy over there just outside of it. So that's his move and his bonus action. And for his action, he's looking down at the lot of you, and he's still got that gun, and he's gonna take a shot at Iden. Oddly enough, this means that his hunter's mark doesn't do anything.
I'm okay with that.
Fair. That is fair. All right.
Now, with
Let's.
him going up, is that prior cone still active? Is magic still gone, or is that effect
The circle is
now the circle?
the cone. Although, wait, that's way too big. Hold on. Let me redraw that. Because I was drawing it as if the diameter were the radius. That was bad math on my part. Let me fix this. Um, I will redraw the circle because it is a 60-foot. Like he's 60 feet up, which means the width of it is 60 feet with the weird way that geometry works in 5th edition. So That means actually no, that is 60 feet then, isn't it? It's 30-foot diameter. No, I was right the first time. That is how big it is. That is directly centered under him. He is up here planking, 60 feet up, and he's
If
gonna
it's
take
a
his.
30-foot, hold up. If it's a 30-foot diameter, it would be smaller.
No, it's a 30-foot radius, a 60-foot diameter.
Oh,
Like it's
Yeah,
the width
he's
at
a
the end of the
shot.
cone is the height that he's at
he's
because of the angle that it
Hmm.
comes out at. If he flies higher up,
gotcha.
it will get bigger. But for right now,
Whew.
that's what he's doing. And so he's going to shoot at Iden. He is going to drop
Oh,
Oh,
Iden with a gun.
Months of pent up rage.
You maintain your concentration.
so that's my question. If I leave the bubble, it's who?
I don't know if Iden is familiar with how this works.
I'm like me, the person. Like I think I know damn well what this is.
Right.
Blah, blah. Yeah, no. How much
And
damage did I
so that
take?
was the first shot
23.
and the second shot.
Oh boy.
Actually, wait, let me make sure he can fire this many times. He might actually have to reload by now. Um,
I would
nope,
appreciate.
5e doesn't do that. It's worth a check.
We're on the legendary act, but
mhm.
he's not doing them again. So
It's okay. I'm still getting fucked up royally right now.
yeah, but all he's able to do is suppress magic and have a gun, which isn't nothing. But
Yep, he's currently way the hell up there and shooting down at you, keeping in mind he's 60 feet up in the dark.
Yup.
So if you do not have 60 feet of dark vision, then you cannot see him.
Nope. I am also at 64 out of 87 already, so I gotta get out of the
Yeah,
bubble.
he seems to be able to see you. But that is his turn. So next actor is Belle.
that messed up what I was trying to do. So okay.
Zero rush or pressure, but if you are talking, I cannot hear you.
Uh, what? Oh, yeah, they disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We couldn't hear you, and then we could, but you couldn't hear us. All right. So
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you hear us now?
We can hear you
Yeah,
now.
we can.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Butcher Servant is in the fog cloud. Does that mean that Cersei can move away from her without getting opportunity attack?
That is your understanding.
Okay.
If she
Oh, I
cannot
don't like
see
that
you, she
answer.
cannot attack you.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to have her move 60 feet out here.
You are not attacked.
Cool. And let me look at the range on Crown of Stars. Hang on. I forgot I was also piloting Cersei, so I was like, oh, I've got a little while before I have to do anything. And then my two people are back to back. Crown of Stars, it's high level. There it is. What's your range? 120 feet. So he's 60 feet up and probably more than 120 feet away from her.
I can draw a line.
All right, so I've got 100 feet from where she is, and she's also floating, not 60 feet up, but she is floating enough
Yeah,
to
your
not be
distance
touching
to him
the.
is 105 feet.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't know if it'll work, but she's gonna send another mote of Crown of Stars in his direction. And it's been a week, so I don't remember. It's like a bonus action. Oh, I make a ranged spell attack, and then if it hits 40, 12 radiant. Okay.
Yep, within 120 feet. Pew!
Yeah, that hit.
You have a
Shit.
giant
Okay,
bonus.
that's a good point. Take some damage.
Yeah, your
If
spell
it's
attack bonus
if
is
it's a
crazy high.
okay. So did that actually hit him?
All right, you are from where she's at. She's able to get an angle on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's probably outside of, or like he's probably exactly at the range because we're not doing Pythagorean theorem. 105 feet away and 60 feet up should, probably push the limits of that 15 feet that you get, but I'm gonna allow it because she's a servant. So yes, those do hit. Um, it flies across. You do not pass through the cone when you do that, so it does hit him. He is pointing
Okay.
it down. He's not pointing it at
Okay.
her. So yes,
It
he
hits. It
takes
did
the damage.
damage. Cool. All right, and then so that was a bonus action. I've still got an action, and then I can do something with staff if I want to, but um, and then you said at some point that if someone gets in that water, she gets a lair action.
Yes, which means that
Okay.
on initiative 20, she can do something.
Mhm. But okay, but that's after she moves and before the servant moves.
Yeah, you will go the very end of initiative 20 if you're doing a layer action, which would be after Mishka, I guess.
Hmm. Which would be after Mishka. Okay. And the servant doesn't get a move until way after that. Her hold something if I can. I just have to figure out. Can can I have her hold a noble phantasm?
Um, Let me see what the casting time is on that noble phantasm. If it is an action and you want to specify the condition, then yes.
Doesn't say for me if it's an action or not.
Let me see. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just missing some of the description on this thing. Hold on. Scroll. All right. So two of the things on your list specify, so I'm assuming it's one of the other ones. Um,
It's the top one on my list.
the top one on your list. Okay.
Starts with a C. Starts with a C.
Got it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Like you can absolutely say that you want to use that in response to someone getting it. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. So I want her to hold that and the condition be obviously if the servant, but also somehow Pitcher ends up in the water. Why the fuck not? If either of those assholes end up in the water, she can use that. She's holding
And in the
that.
spirit of not dicking you over, If anyone else is in the water, you will have the option of not doing it.
Yeah,
She's
yeah. If
not a
anyone else
robot.
gets dragged in,
Yeah.
then she's not going to use it.
Like,
Probably.
if
Oh
Derek
my god.
decides he's going to be get down Mr. President and jump up and somehow suplex him into the water, you will have a choice if you want to do that. Also, that'd be pretty badass. But
That would be pretty badass, yeah.
Yeah.
But for the time being, that is her turn. She has moved. She has said "fuck you" to the butcher, and
uh-huh.
she waits.
Okay. Cool. Aiden's turn. Aiden, you can't see.
Cool.
Your wings
Yeah,
don't
no,
work.
yeah. So I need to double check something really quick. Cause like I feel like
Um,
he was staring at Freddy before Black hit, so he knows like that is the general direction that I would like to go, if
Diana
that is
stole
okay.
a lantern that is not magical. Just pointing that out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like for him to just
She's also not beside Aiden at
Right.
all.
yeah.
Right. I'm just pointing that out.
Yep. So Aiden, you were going that way.
Yeah, like the last like area he saw Freddy, it was directly across from him. So he's gonna blindly run that way and hope to God he gets out before he like runs right into him.
Or runs into anything else.
All
That
right.
too.
Run, 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 run. Oh God.
Hop. Um,
Yeah.
question for you. Does this
Freddy
gray
is
remind me
standing
of
in
the gray?
place and slowing to a complete pause. Sorry. Question.
You said he was turning gray as he was going to a stop, right? Does it remind me of the like when we stonified Clover kind of gray?
It sure does.
Cool.
The second you
Yeah.
pop out of that cone, your spirit guardians comes back up.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Your wings come back, and you are aware that you could not see Buck at the time that
yeah.
you cast it.
So he's gonna get. Yep, he's gonna tell Buck immediately, like, you've got to get at least 15 feet away from me, but I got to get Freddy up right now.
Uh huh.
So he's like that, or move, do not stay.
Right. I'm just letting you know because I don't want to screw you over because of a spell you cast a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden would know that.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Yep, I know that. He just.
The staff
Um,
has
I,
lesser restoration.
yeah, that's gonna require a greater, and you're lucky that I've got one more 5th level spell slot for that. Because I cast my Spirit Guardians at 5th.
I will
It's
clarify to
Um,
you before you do this that he is not a
uh-huh.
statue yet.
Yet.
There are
Oh, trust
still
me, I'm
saves.
healing
I'm
first.
just telling you.
I'm
Like,
healing, and then I'm gonna do it if he doesn't make the saves. Our
okay.
asses are hurt.
Yes, that's
Which I'm
understandable.
still using the staff for, because I need to keep that greater restoration just in fucking case.
Sure.
Um, so yeah, I'm gonna pop the staff for a mass cure. Oh, actually, really quick, just so I'm about how far away am I from the butcher as well? Oh, perfect. Okay, actually, I'm gonna make this real easy. Because oh no, because I did 45. I'm gonna go up my last 15 into the air. So
Okay.
that puts me right on the cusp of Buck. I think he should be right outside of it.
Uh huh.
That should also put me at 45. Hold on, because I was how many away from him? He's 60 in the air, minus 15. So that puts me at 45 for him. Aiden's gonna mass cure wounds. He's gonna target himself, Freddy, Buck, and the butcher. Because from what we know, this bitch does not like fucking healing.
Okay. One
So he's gonna
second
catch the
while I
4 of
check
them.
something before you do that, and then I will select the targets for you if you would like. Um.
Okay.
All right. So you're
Let's
15 feet
fucking
up.
hope this
Okay.
works.
Got it.
Yep.
I had to verify your height. Um.
Yep. I
Let
feel like
me
this might help. You might still
let me
need to
make your
get 5 feet away.
targets. So verifying targets. I'm going to clear out your old targets. All right. First target is yourself.
Yep.
Second target
Second is
is
Freddy.
Freddy. Okay.
Yep.
Third target.
Third is Buck.
Okay.
Fourth is the butcher. Is Mishka hurt?
I
I
don't
No.
will
think
warn you, you cannot target him.
Okay.
he's in the cone.
Oh, yeah.
And probably too
Oh,
far
then
away
I won't be able
too.
to. Okay. Oh, but because it's pointing down, that's the reason I can. Yeah, you said you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Then
not,
yes.
he's not hurt.
Cool. Yeah, those are the 4 I'm going for. Myself, the guys, and then I'm gonna try and fuck up the butcher with some healing magic.
Okay, cast your heal.
Okay, so that's gonna be how many dice is that again? 3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Oh, I guess it doesn't really have a.
Does it not have a spell
Should I
thing
use
on
it
it?
from my?
Do
It
you have the
has like
spell?
the where I click the box. I do have the spell. I'm gonna do it from there.
Yeah, just do it from yours and just don't check off the spell slot. That's totally fine. Okay.
Hell yeah.
21.
20.
21 healing to all parties involved. The butcher gains 21 HP.
Ah, fuck.
But
Ah.
I get to roll a chart.
Oh god. Oh.
I have been so happy that I get to roll this chart because it makes me happy because this is something that I've had planned for like 4 years. So
I
um,
know.
I'm gonna make sure that you can see the result because it's fun, and we're gonna roll.
Oh boy. I don't like that he got HP back from that though.
He got HP back.
Oh.
Oh.
You can't see the result. Can I make it display? Come on, I
Nope.
even told it output to chat. Why don't you just let people see things? Share people the number. I know this is doable. Maybe I'm not meant to understand how this works.
Some things are just unknowable.
Okay,
Forever
well,
and
I'm going
Keeping
to
with
describe
real
it for
life.
you. So,
Yay.
describing this for you. Uh, you heal yourself, and your wounds start to mend closed. Freddy, slowing though he is, his wounds mend. Barely injured, but still to his pride, Buck's wounds start to heal. And now that you can see in the dark again, you can see up there, planking downward with his gun, the butcher. The stitched skin along the edge of his body where those eyes were poking out begins to weave together, but it bumps up on his back. And similar to the spirits that you have flying around you, you see something fly out of his back up into the air and dissipate. For your meta reference and satisfaction, you have removed the butcher's powerful build trait. He can no longer carry things as if you're one size larger.
Oh.
Not exciting right now, but I think you see how this works.
Oh yeah, I do. This bitch is about to get real huge.
So he gets the HP back, but he loses one of his traits. And the chart determines which one.
Unfortunately, oh man.
We did joke about holding him down and pouring potions down his throat.
So
Like,
you know
we
what's
can.
really funny? I have a bonus action.
Oh.
You know what's really funny? You know what's a bonus action? Healing
Is it a
word.
spell?
I'm
Is
a
it a
healing word
spell
bitch.
that has a level that you can't cast?
Oh fuck! It is level 1. No. Oh, I know what I'm doing next
The
round.
Matt Mercer
No,
effect
wait,
is
hang
so
Okay.
on.
brutal.
I
Healing
forgot it
word?
was a level 1. I know what I'm doing next round. It's fine.
But no, it was with the staff that he
It's still
cast.
casting a
I
leveled
did, but it's
Master.
still a
spell.
leveled spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whether or not
it's
you're
not like
using a
with
spell
it's
slot,
it's not
like
like with.
fifth edition 2024 got rid of that rule, but in 2014 rules that we're using,
And
that's still a
also,
rule.
thing that Cassie is the one that's concentrating. It's not like all staves just do that. Okay.
Yeah, your staff is special.
Look, all I'm
Because your
saying is
staff is
I'm
awake.
Well,
gonna.
you
This
have
is
to.
yeah.
If you can
Uh,
somehow awaken your staff of healing, you can have a heal bot. But that's the thing for you to figure out later.
I'm just that's my turn then.
That's
That
the
was
that's the good turn.
You
that's
want to do
it.
a portrait?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mishka's turn.
It's Mishka's turn.
Mishka can't see shit.
No.
Um, Yeah, Mishka can't see shit, so would pulling a lantern out of his bag be an action?
You could pull it out with a bonus action. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So he's gonna do what he would normally do when things suddenly just go black, and he's gonna reach into his bag and pull out a lantern so he can fucking see.
Sure. Okay, with a lantern,
So
you can, like, looking around, you can see that the Saber Servant's gone. Um, your allies are still here, and way up above you is that asshole, and he's looking down at you with his tummy.
hmm. So let's see. What's the range on this rifle I have?
Probably at least 60 feet.
Can I fire right at his fucking tummy eye
You can
with my
fire at his
rifle?
tummy eye, but because a rifle is a two-handed weapon and you're holding a light, you'll have to do it with
Oh,
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Hmm. No, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth the disadvantage, honestly.
It's
Is the
very funny
tummy
if
eye
you
on
get
his
him.
belly button?
I was
It is
just
very
thinking
funny to
that.
get him.
That is unfortunately a
Ah,
miss, but it still looks really
Yeah.
cool when you're pulling a rifle up with one hand and flashing the light up with the other one, like you're on the cover of an Arkham horror book.
Oh, did not think that would work. He's gonna. Hmm. I guess he's gonna head over here, over to where his boss and vice boss are.
bonus boss.
Or no, wait, hang on. Diana's holding a lantern.
Yeah.
No, Bjorn can see in the dark. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So now there are two lanterns. He's gonna stand right here and be like, "I will do my best to protect you both," and that's all he can do
Okay.
Fair enough.
with his turn. Annis saw the shit happen with Freddy, but also saw Aiden start taking care of the shit with Freddy. So, what's Annis gonna do?
He promised. He's gonna take care of him.
Okay, so Annis is aware of where the servant is because even though she can't see the servant, she can see the glow from the hair.
In the cloud,
Yeah.
yeah, like you can tell the rough proximity, but if you tried to attack or whatever, it's a disadvantage because you can't actually see them. But yes,
A disadvantage. Let me look at something then.
Oh, I realized something I could.
there will be many more turns.
Yeah.
I get to update my Butcher Loses stuff sheet.
Yeah.
So if I do something that isn't an attack, or doesn't, if I do something that has a saving throw for the person I'm casting it on, that doesn't matter, right?
It matters if it says that you can see in the spell or ability. Um, so if it says
No.
that you can
Okay.
see, like you know where she's at, but that doesn't mean you can see her.
Okay, so what I would like to do is watery sphere, but it does say a point you can see within range.
Uh-huh.
So
If the sphere is big
would
enough
that
to
work?
go into the cloud, you can put it next to the cloud and it would still work. I just don't know what the radius of that is.
5-foot radius at a point you can see within range.
A 5-foot radius? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 10-foot diameter.
I think so.
You could put it next to the
I got
cloud, and
days and
it would
months.
affect her. Like, you could put it next to it. That's
Okay.
fine.
That is my best. At this moment, that's my best plan, is to just watery sphere this bitch.
Okay.
Try and
So,
put her hair out, I guess.
like, something like this.
It's a strength 14 save, which she's gonna pass. So should I go ahead and put it on her?
That is up to you.
Okay.
That one.
Oh,
She
she
failed?
did not. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Holy shit.
What spell are you using on her? Just to make
She's
sure.
restrained. Watery sphere. So she's
Watery
restrained and
sphere.
prone.
So, doot.
And creature in the sphere's space must make a save. On a failed save, the creature is restrained by the sphere and engulfed in water. At the end of each of its turns, a restrained target can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself.
Okay.
She's gonna use her.
Yeah, like that's all I've got from my end. She's restrained,
Right.
she's prone, but I'm assuming it would like put out
Well,
fires. It
she
would
is going to
start
use a
drowning her.
legendary resistance on that,
Like,
but that is a good way to burn through one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because
God
your
damn.
goal as Cersei team is to get rid of her legendary resistance. So that is a well spent spell. I'm really impressed she nat one to that. That's very funny to me.
I was really hoping. I was like, damn, and then it did
I was
fail.
so certain she was going to pass it. Okay.
You
dice
got a
fell out
nat
of her
one
face.
on a Berserker strength saving throw. That's about as good as it's getting. Like,
yeah, right.
So good use of spell.
I guess I will also, as a bonus action, just pull a potion out of my bag. Which one? Probably like a healing potion. Let me see if I have a greater. Yeah, I'm gonna just have a greater healing potion on hand, just in case I need to administer it very quickly.
Okay.
Okay, and Fantasy Grounds just crashed on me. I don't think I
Oh,
was
I see
gonna
that.
move. I think I was gonna stay there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why is it doing that?
One of us always has to crash constantly. This time it apparently is you.
Welcome to hell.
At least it was the end of Annis's turn,
Yeah,
so
you
it's
got
gonna
through
be
your
about
turn,
an hour
and
before I go again.
you've got a decent, because like you've done Annis, Mishka, and Bell, so you've got a decent amount of buffer there.
Yeah, and then I don't think I have anything I can roll for the Noble Phantasm if anyone ends up in the water. I think that's on your end anyway.
Yeah, that's something that I'll do. So, all right.
So yeah, it was pretty good timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of Annis's turn, the butcher is going to point some weird eyes out of his wound at Aiden, who just healed him like a jerk.
Great. Love that.
Not that die.
There's so many spells I need to pop
I don't
off.
understand this.
All right.
I'm gonna mute for a second.
So. Okay. So. Yep. Bump. So. 3 gross little eyes pop out of his neck and glare down in Aiden's direction. And
oh boy,
we are going to make some rolls. So first things first.
Holy fuck.
All right, you have passed the first save. So the first eye looks at you, and you feel in your heart like you're gonna die here. But then you think back to Eldath and everything that you're fighting for, and you power through that fear. Second die. You save that.
Woo!
The second die looks at you. You can feel the world around you slowing down in that horrifying way that things do when you are forced to watch something horrible happen that you can do nothing about. But once again, you can feel Eldath's grace upon you, and you power through. And finally, why did it scroll you away? No, I need this. No, don't roll it yourself, dummy.
Holy shit.
That was his roll against himself because
Oh.
the map moved for
Oh.
some reason, and then I couldn't select you, so I tried to set it down. You were safe.
That was probably my bad. I ended my turn and I went to Johnny.
Oh, that might be it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
Aiden. While you powered through the other things, you can feel the world around you getting dimmer. And as you look down at yourself, the color is starting to leave your hands.
Oh boy.
So that was the end of that turn. Now it is Johnny's turn.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got no magic.
So she has no magic, and that's not great because that's a lot of what she does.
True.
Um. So what? Okay. What?
somebody could take the lantern.
Take it where?
Just take it.
There's
Never
two
mind.
lanterns. Hold on.
Nope, never mind.
Or, no,
Never mind.
no. I'm saying hold on because now I have to think about what I was saying. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, thank you for saying that because that does actually help. Okay. So Johnny is going to take the lantern from Diana. No, she's not actually, because Johnny has dark vision and so does Penelope. What am I fucking doing? Okay. I'm just gonna have Johnny pick up Penelope.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna run back like God, sorry, the chat box is blocking the. Basically, she's gonna run back far enough to like dash. I just can't see.
So you're trying to pick up Penelope and like run west? Or
just get out of the area of no magic.
okay. Let's see how far she can go while carrying a Penelope. She can go her move speed.
Because she can. Because her speed is 30. If she's dashing, it's 60.
But she's also picking someone up, which
Yeah,
doesn't
so I
let her
guess
do the dash.
moving 30.
But she can get Penelope close enough for
Doesn't get
Penelope to get out on her turn. So,
Huh?
like, she can make the 30 feet while carrying Penelope. And that would allow Penelope
Yeah.
to get out on her turn. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and whoop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
And Penelope, oddly enough, she can set Penelope down so that part of Penelope is outside of the zone.
She's like, I'm sticking a foot out.
Yeah. So she got you that far.
Cool.
And that is the Johnny turn.
That is the Johnny turn. Now it's a Morgan turn.
It is a Morgan turn. Morgan is watching all this nonsense play out. And big old anti-magic field in the way. She's not a fan of. So she is going to. I think she has that. Let me confirm. Morgan, you got too many spells. Just be a caster, why don't you? It is weird that we never got caster Morgan. That's very strange.
Give it time.
They've still got money to make in the future. Okay.
Well, we got Tonelico caster, which has
Yeah,
Morgan's swimsuit some reason.
fair. All right.
We were getting that this summer.
Oh, I'm looking for a spell that's not in fifth edition. That's why I'm like, this isn't working at all. Um, got it. Okay, so
Breaking the rules, Morgan.
I'm just like,
What
where'd
you
the
just said.
spell go? It doesn't. This is a Pathfinder spell that I'm looking
You
for on
should
her
be able
list.
to cast.
It
You
would
should be
actually
able
be
to
very
cast spells
entertaining
that aren't even
if
in D&D.
fairy magic was just you pick your spells from Pathfinder instead. Like that's what true magic is. You just pick
That would be fun.
spells from another edition. Um, okay. Well, Morgan has some
Go
mobility here.
bigger. Get cool Cthulhu stuff. I don't know.
What?
Morgan cast Paizo and uses Paizo spells. All right. Okay. So she is going to, being Morgan, she's going to fly over here and up because. All right, she can just do that. Morgan's cool. She's not going to bother with that. Morgan's going to Misty Step because fairies can do that. Why am I bothering with movement
Yup.
speed? She doesn't have to do that. Uh, actually a trait of fairies. Yeah, she's just going to poof for herself way over here. Well, she can't go through that. She oddly enough can't teleport through the cone, but she can get to over here from her previous location, which allows her a line of sight to some people. And using her line of sight to those people, let's check the range. Morgan, you complicated. Draw the line. All right, she is 65 feet away from Freddy. Okay. Got it. Do, do, do. Yeah, so from where she's at, she used her bonus action to Misty Step all the way over here. She's using her move action to fly 60 feet over here because she has ridiculous mobility. And now that she is close enough to you chumps, wait, Aiden, you're 15 feet up, right? Cool.
Yeah,
That
he's
actually
15
works.
up.
Cool, because she's flying,
Try to.
so that actually makes the
Oh,
trip
yeah.
easier for her. She's popping you with a heal
Ooh.
because
Oh,
she can
thank you.
cast heal, which is a nice thing to be able to do.
Oh, like just like actual heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hits you with heal. You are no longer turning to stone.
Thank you.
So the reason I keep clarifying that you're 15 feet up is that you're critically not within 10 feet of Freddy. Because right now Freddy is in destructing magic mode.
Ah, okay. Good know.
Yeah, you know this
Glad
because your
I was
cone of
up.
spirits or your sphere of spirits is not getting close to him. He does not have control over that right now because he is restrained.
Cool.
But yes, Morgan flew over and she popped you with a heal because one of Morgan's abilities is to put people back together. And she effectively undid the damage and the effect that were done to you this fight. So you're welcome. Hey, it's Diana's turn.
Yeah.
Diana, it's dark, but you got a lantern.
Hold on. Okay, sorry, we were muted. It is dark. She does have a lantern. She has no magic though because she's in the cone. But
Yep.
what she's going to do is she's going to put the I assume it's like one of those lanterns that has a handle.
Mhm.
Question mark.
It's your
I
lantern.
I
it's
don't know.
yours, so I'm
Someone just
assuming, yeah.
handed it to
Yeah.
me. Cool. She's gonna put the handle of the lantern in her mouth. So she's holding it with her mouth, and then she's gonna pull out the automatic rifle that she has in her inventory.
That's such a good idea.
And then she pulls
Oh,
out
I
a
love her.
gun. Yeah.
I wish
Guns for
I wish
everyone.
Miska had thought of that.
And she's gonna look up and just not. Well, she can't say anything because she's got a fucking lantern in her mouth. But yeah, she's gonna fire this automatic rifle. What?
Look.
What?
She just glares up and goes with a mouthful of lantern handle.
Oh no, she's not saying shit. She's just like. "Ugh."
All right.
That being said, it's not in her weapons
Oh,
in the actions tab. So do I just roll a d20?
let me open your sheet and let me go to
What do I do? Hello?
bum bum. Can you not hear me again?
Oh,
Yes, you can't hear me
Hey,
again.
you back?
Hello?
Can either of you hear me?
Oh, I think he's cutting out.
Okay, I'm the one you can't hear.
Oh,
Okay.
there he is. Okay.
This time it's
No,
me, I
there we
think.
go.
Okay, can you hear us again?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't hear. All right.
Everybody's turn. It's
All right.
fine.
So what we're doing is we're going to change your automatic rifle from carried to equipped. Now it should appear
Oh,
under your actions.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, it should pop it up.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna do that then.
Okay.
One sec.
That's a hit.
That's a hit, baby.
Roll them damage.
Oh, no, 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 no. Do not delete the rifle. God damn it. Okay, working on it.
Ow. Yeah, you shot him. With a lantern in her
Yeah.
mouth, Diana leans back, takes aim directly up and a little bit over, and arches a bullet directly into the big planking bastard. You may take a second shot if you wish, because you get 2 attacks.
Woo. Oh no.
They've disconnected again.
Y'all still there?
Just hold on 1 second.
There we
I'm
go.
trying to attack.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just wanted
No.
to make sure.
What?
Okay. That one missed, but
I got disconnected again.
Okay. Damn it. Okay.
so
When we go on our break, I might restart my whole computer. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
that's fair. We'll get to the end of the round relatively soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's done that, and now she's going to start backing away in the direction that she saw Johnny and Penelope going.
Okay.
And I think that was her max movement. Yeah. Cool. Then that's it for her.
Okay.
Freddy next.
Yeah, Freddy's up.
All right. Start of his turn, Freddy has to make a save. Wait, is it at the start or the end of his turn?
Go. You
Let me
can
check.
do it.
I have to see if it's the start or the end. Must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. Okay. So Freddy is classified as restrained right now, which limits him a little bit. So his speed is 0, and he can't benefit from any bonus to his speed. His attack rolls have disadvantage, and he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and attacks on him have advantage. But he's still allowed to take actions. So Freddy is going to try to do something about his current situation. So that would be funny, but no, he's not going to do that. He can feel himself in a bad place. He can't do anything about that per se, but he can try to make his own life a little bit easier by casting Bless on himself to make this saving roll a little bit easier, and 2 others for funsies.
I want to hit some homies.
He's gonna. Well, let me check his range for that. It's 30 feet. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Please.
So he's gonna. Yeah, he's blessing you and Buck and himself because he doesn't think Morgan needs it. He's probably right. So this will all be moot if he turns into a statue, but
Yeah, you're
gives him a
cutting in and
better
out for me.
chance of
I
not
can.
turning into a statue. So let's just drag.
Yeah, you're cutting out
I'm
real
cutting out.
bad for me.
All right, I will leave and come back. Now I have left and come back. Is it better?
Woo. Yeah.
Discord is
Yes.
bad at data. Okay, so yeah, he's casting Bless on himself and Buck and Iden in hopes that he survives being a statue and then you're blessed. Okay. All right. All of you have blessed. And having done that, he can't move, so he has to stay where he is. And he doesn't have any bonus actions that he can take advantage of right now, to my knowledge. Yeah, so he is going to end his turn, and we will see if the game automatically makes him make a save or if I have to do it manually. So, all right, game did not do it automatically. I will make him do it manually. Let's see what happens to Freddy. Boop, 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 boop. Did it not actually roll? Did it just apply? Stupid fantasy grounds. Fine, I'll roll it myself. That was probably my mistake. Boop, boop, boop. Save. Again, that was the butcher rolling against himself because the game is very dumb when it comes to grabbing something and then having to scroll because the list is so long. Let's try again. Boop, boop,
I don't
boop.
know. I think he should petrify himself.
That would be something. Um. Okay. So. All right. Makes the attempt at a save. Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws makes sense. So he fails his saving throw, but let me add his aura to make sure because it's not applying any of his stuff correctly. Paladin auras. I don't think he's going to pass, but I want to give him every chance.
Yeah.
Because his blessing roll only added 1. And his base roll with disadvantage is a 7.
Oof.
So scroll through the long Freddy sheet. All right, Aura O protection. Bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. Freddy, can you sexy your way out of this? I don't think he's got that much sexy stored up. All right, so 9. No, he can't get to the DC off of that, even with his bonus. Okay, so Freddy turns into a statue. Freddy is now a brooding,
Oh,
sexy
just
statue.
immediately. Not even. Oh, that's a statue on speed.
Yep. It is not the spell, it is
Oh,
an
fuck.
effect. You have 1 turn to do something about it, or pass your save.
Oh,
But
boy.
passing your save is really hard when you have the restrained status. So he is currently a rock. But at least he's, preserved for later. Just don't break his arm off. Okay, so Freddy is a statue, and now it is the
Wait,
servant's
restrained
turn.
gives you bad. Oh, God.
Yeah, it gives you disadvantage on your dex save,
Oh,
which you
boy.
need the next turn. Okay, so it is now
Oh.
the woman in the tattered dress's turn. You can all hear screaming coming out of the fog cloud. And out she steps. And takes in what's going on around her. And now she's got to make a choice. Her last instruction was to go after the servant. Is she smart enough to do that still? She rolls a nat 1, so she is going to follow directions.
And now,
What was that? I could not hear you. I just heard a noise.
oh, I mean, she's going to the pond. And she's going in the pond. It's also 2 nat 1s in a row. Maybe the streak will continue.
She is not rolling great. So, having stepped out and seeing Caster,
If you're saying something we can't
of course you can't. Why
hear
have
you.
Discord? Why ever have Discord? Can you hear me now? Is it still
Yeah,
just
we
me?
couldn't hear you for the
Yeah.
past probably about a minute because our freaking internet.
Yeah, you're not gonna miss that.
No, I couldn't hear him either. Yeah.
Okay. Let's end the call entirely, and then
And then
I'll join
restart
it.
it. Okay. Hello.
All right. Let's see if that makes the
Hello?
world a better place.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna fully restart my computer too. Not
That
right
is
now.
right. That is fair. So yeah, she steps out. She rolled a 1 on her. Do I just follow dumb berserker, attack the first thing I can see that I hate roll? And she hates Cersei. So she is now going to attack Cersei. So, stepping out.
So should still have advantage from the potion.
Yep. Cersei should still have advantage with the potion, and
Okay.
if I recall correctly, people attacking her have disadvantage, right? I think that's how that works.
Yep.
Cool. So she has advantage on her
Oh,
attack
wow.
rolls.
Yeah,
So
she has
Okay.
advantage. People attacking her have
right,
disadvantage.
and the servant has advantage on attack rolls. So this is probably just going to be an honest
But also
attack.
water.
Also water. So she is going to do her disappearing shtick to appear next to Cersei and does not realize that there is water here.
Yeah, he's cutting out
I don't
bad.
think he can even hear us.
I can hear all of you.
Yeah.
You cannot hear me.
Oof.
We're not getting anything.
Yeah, I can hear everybody, but neat. Does me disconnecting and reconnecting ever fix it?
Like
Sometimes,
briefly.
yeah.
For
Like
the
it's
first
Yeah.
30 seconds.
I don't
yeah, right
understand
now.
why I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Like I clearly have a connection, but
It's fucking Discord.
so yeah, she steps out. She does her screaming teleporting thing up next to Belle. She discovers that the ground is not solid. So, for the benefits of everyone at home, there's water there. And so,
Oh,
have you already lost me?